There's one particular trait that all successful people have, whether they have existed thousands of years ago in history and we know their names through books, whether they're here with us on the earth now, or whether they have yet to be conceived. All successful people have this trait, and they use it to achieve fulfillment, their version of it in their lives. And that trait is they don't play it safe. So how does that look? Well, for starters, take a look at what happened just in the last few weeks with Jeff Bezos and Sir Richard Branson. Not only did they not play it safe, but they didn't care what the world said they should do with their money. A lot of people before and after the launches of Jeff Bezos' ship and Sir Richard Branson before him, a lot of people complained, okay, that Bezos and Branson should have taken that money and given it to charity and fed the people. That ain't their job, okay? And look, let's take a look at how that would have looked if they said, to hell with my fulfillment. Let me go ahead and do what the people want me to do and donate this money to a 501c3 and maybe a couple of governments. That money would have been misappropriated. It would have gone to pay the executives of a 501c3. Some despot like the guy in North Korea would have bought Johnny Walker Blue with it, and the people would have continued to suffer. Because isn't it the politicians that said they were going to have these problems fixed for us a long, long time ago? And they haven't. So why should Jeff Bezos, a person who only promised you cheap goods at your door within 24 hours of you ordering them, why should he be responsible for that? Why can't he bring value and then reap the rewards of bringing that value? So it's up to him what to do with his money. Some people also got pissed off at him because he has decided with his money to donate to certain individuals who he believes in their mission. But I don't care. That's his money. And more importantly, he doesn't care. And you should not care. Don't play it safe by getting wrapped up into, this thing where you care so deeply about what other people think. And then you allow that to determine who you become, what your definition of fulfillment is, what kind of car you drive, what kind of clothes you wear, what kind of house you buy, in what neighborhood. Don't get wrapped up in that. Now, the second thing that goes along the lines of people not playing it safe and having that attitude and then coming out of it with a great degree of success in whatever field that they endeavor in has to do with the fact that you need to get comfortable with your mortality. And the reason why I say that is because if you sit down and think about it, right now, a lot of people are running scared for a lot of reasons. The government and the media, the world over, have people frightened that the world is going to end in 12 years. Well, suppose it does. I can't control it. I'm here now. I'm going to enjoy it, while it lasts. There are things out in space, gamma ray bursts, comets that could slam into this planet and end everything in the next few minutes. And we can't control any of that. Okay, so why worry about it? The Earth has been here for about 4 billion years. Our universe is theorized to have been here for about 14 billion years. And you have not been around but for the blink of an eye in that total time scheme. You've been in a state of non-existence for the bulk of the existence of the universe. So get comfortable with your mortality, because you came from non-existence, and in a brief moment, that is where you will return. Now, while you're here, if you don't play it safe, and if you get comfortable with your mortality, you can gain a superpower, and you can start to do things that will help humanity, that will have your name remembered. Now, my little piece part of this equation is trying to educate people on how money works so that if they choose to pursue financial independence, they can do it they can achieve it in less time and then go on to add value to the world. Now, I don't care how many people watch these videos. I appreciate those that do and those that have subscribed. But I believe that if this video is found 10,000 years from now by the Zeta Retiglians or the Alpha Centaurians or whomever, I live on. They'll say, hey, here's a guy that was trying to do something. We don't have money. We don't know what. But that's what it's all about, is you trying to achieve whatever it is that fulfills you. And if you, again, bog yourself down with being concerned and overly concerned about what people think, you will never achieve your goals. And you won't even make anybody else happy, because no one cares about you. And let me put it a different way. 99.999% of people don't care about you. They can't, because they don't even know you. Okay? Your family, they care about you. Okay, hopefully. Maybe you have some close friends. Yeah, hopefully. They care about you as well. But most people, they don't. They don't even care who you are, because they've got their own life going on. Okay, so you can respect the opinions of others and find value in that. But ask yourself, how much do you care about the last person who pulled up at a stoplight with a hot car? Do you even remember the make and model or the color? You definitely don't know anything about the person that was driving. So if that person purchased that car because they felt that it would be an outward expression of their ego and people would be impressed, were you? Don't seek approval or validation from others. Do you? If you try to get that validation, it'll become a drug, kind of like Facebook, okay? Or any other of these social media platforms. When you see that you have a notification, you get a little dopamine hit, because it can, fool you into thinking that people care about, what you have going on in your life. People are too busy to care about what you personally have going on in your life, or what you had for dinner, or things like that. So finally, in not playing it safe and not really caring about what people think about you and getting comfortable with your own mortality, these things should enable you to go out and pursue financial independence by opening your own business and not caring that your family says, oh, well, you know how many businesses fail? Or being able to step out at some point and leave a job and pursue your own version of freedom without caring about what your coworkers think. Okay? Now, of course, I'm not advocating that if you got a family, or, you've got obligations, of course you got to do certain things. However, to the extent that you partner with the right people, the right husband, the right wife, you guys can really make strides. And if you're by yourself and you have no obligations like that, then you have a lot more flexibility. So don't care what folk think about what you've got going on. Get out there. Don't play it so safe that you can't make a move, that you're stuck in a land of, indecision and indecisiveness and apprehension. Okay? And get comfortable with your own mortality. You're only here for a brief moment in time. I've got trees on my property that were here before me and that will be here after me, okay, as a human being. And even if I live a long life, get comfortable with those things. Go out, achieve in this brief amount of time. Achieve, and don't worry about what other people think. Don't play it safe.